in light of judgment given to Peter Nwachukwu, right? I read this chapter of the Bible. Now, David, we understand him to be a man after God's heart. We know that David had have the fear of God. He's had ups and downs in his life, but he had these godly judgments, a justice kind of approach when it comes to matters. So this woman from Tekoa came to him and told him, I'm a widow, I've lost my husband, I have two sons. One of my sons killed the other one, and because of the wickedness of what my son did, my community have gathered together and deliberated judgment that the second son, the only remaining son, should die, meaning the community will kill the remaining son. So she came to the king to help, right? In light of this story, I think about the judgment that was delivered in regards to Peter Nwachukwu. Yes, we understand that what he did was was greatly wicked, was out of the world wicked, right? And he should be punished for what he did. He intentionally did what he did. He's supposed to be a pastor. He's supposed to know the word of God. He's supposed to obey the word of God, not just like any other man, but he chose to behave the way that he behaved to a godly woman he had, right? And therefore, what he should be punished. But my question is, will the children that have lost their mother already appreciate this punishment whereby their mother is no more? There is no judgment that you give to their father that will bring the mother back. And at the same time, they are about to then lose their father by the justice that has been handed down to them by Nigerian government. You can say it's the judge, but the judge represents Nigeria in regards to the justice that was given to this man. Should these children lose both their father and the mother, and even if you tag that the father is not good enough to take care of the children, is it to the extent that they should not see him? Even if he is in a secured prison, isn't it better for them to have access to see him than for them to get to a point in life where they may want to ask him further question and say, one thing or the other, or know things for themselves, and to, understand that what happened now took away their father. Their father, died. Their father took their mother. The government took away the father because of what the father did. So, two wrongs don't make it right. I understand the depth of the wickedness, but also justice should be fair and equal to everyone. Because if Nigeria have such approach to justice, to be handed to anybody that have committed such a crime, I tell you, Nigeria will be a better place. Because what about Fulani headsmen that hack people? I've seen video, they burn people alive. Shouldn't they be handed such a justice? I mean, there will be pure cleansing in Nigeria. What about those that are, taking the money that's supposed to be used for the people, for themselves? Shouldn't they be handed elements of justice? Now, I'm not using that to say it equates to what Peter Nwachukwu did. But what I'm saying is, whatever justice that you are bringing, for one, it should be fair also to others that are committing the height of crime. Because these people and those that don't follow the law, those that are supposed to be in charge of the law but are breaking the law and the things they are doing, if everybody is held to this standard of justice, Nigeria will be a place where it is habitable for people to live and have peace. So, for the sake of the children, I think that those children should be considered or even be asked, if they are old enough, even be asked, would you like to see your father? Would you like to visit your father? Would you like to ask your daddy any question? Somebody can be there with them. Yes, because you can say he's dangerous and he might abuse them. But does that mean that they wouldn't want to see him anymore? So, this perspective, please don't take it personally. I'm just saying, for the sake of those children, would this justice be something they grow up and they say, thank you, Nigeria Justice, for really bringing the justice that their father deserved? Like King David, he was like, no, that the only son, the community cannot take it away. Anyway, this story in Second Samuel 14 was a story that David captain Joab put together in order to make sense of the situation that David was going through himself about his son Absalom, who was banished, that had killed, his other son Amnon, right? So this story has a lot to it, but the word of God is full of many things that we go through and see in this life, and it gives us sense or perspective that we may consider, and that's where I take my own, right? We can agree to disagree. Biko ka eleba ihe anya, ka onye nwere olu kwuo okwu.